Hello, welcome friends. We are continuing the chapter 9th of cell biology. In this chapter, we already studied the cell cycle, the mitosis, then meiosis. In this part, we are going to see the next part, that is the role of centriole in cell division. Chapter 9 continue, role of centriole in cell division. Myself, Dr. Sunil Patil from Loknath Venkatramana College, Panchvati, Nashik. So we are going to see what is centriole first, then remaining part will continue. Let's move to the next part. Actually it is lecture 11th of video 11th of my lecture. So we are starting from the what is centriole. So scientist Edward van Benden and Theodore Boveri first described centriole in 1883 and 1888 respectively. Centriole are subcellular structure consisting of 9 888 microtubule arranged in 9 into 3 pattern, each with the 3 tubules. The pattern is so named because a ring of 9 microtubule triplet are arranged at right angle to one another. They are found in animal eukaryotic cell and absent in higher plants and fungi. They are found in animal eukaryotic cell as well as they are also found in the lower plants. They are not found in the higher plant and fungi. The centriole play an important part in cell division as well as in cell organization and formation of cilia and flagella. So you can see these 9 888 are on the central axis. So 9 into 3 are the structure. In some lower animal, in this way the structure is different. Around the central pair there are 9 doublets are also found, like in crabs and other lower organisms. It may be vary, so it may be different in different animal. It depends whether they are higher animal or a different species, in other words. So centriole are cylindrical in shape with ridges present all over the surface. They are mainly composed of globular protein called as the tubulin, which has two major components, alpha tubulin and beta tubulin. These two types of protein bundle around each other and they are polymerized in a specific manner to form microtubule, which basically constitute the centriole. Microtubule constitute the centriole, which are made up of alpha tubulin and beta tubulin. They are cylindrical tubules. The microtubule, as their name suggests, they are small tubules that group together and form centrioles. There are total 9 pairs of microtubule in each centriole. As with every other cell organelle, the structure of centriole is closely related to its function. Every cell has 2 centrioles just before cell division begins. These are always stationed at right angle to each other. You can see the centrioles are right angle to each other. Once the cell divides, each centriole occupies its space inside one of the new cell and later divides to once again form a pair. The cycle continues throughout the life of the organism. The centriole are considered to be part of larger organelle called the centrosomes. The centrosome is the main microtubule organizing center and it regulates the cycle of cell division. The composition of centriole: most centriole are made up of 9 sets of microtubule triplets, with the exception of some species such as crab, which have 9 sets of microtubule doublets. I have already discussed about these doublets. There are few other species that divide from the standard centriole structure. In some species there are no centrioles. Microtubules are composed of a single type of globular protein called as the tubulin. They are alpha and beta tubulin. It is also already seen. Then why the centriole are important for cell? Centriole play a very important role in the cell division in animal cell. Cell division is perhaps one of the most important biological phenomena occurring around us that has led to the evolution as well as the continuity of life. So the centrioles are very important for cell. Then role of centriole in cell division. It is title of our lecture. So before that we have already seen the structure of centriole. Then what is the role of centriole in the cell division? The role of centriole in cell division is directly related to its own duplication. Centrioles get duplicated every time. When new cells are produced, they contain two centrioles that start duplicating with DNA replication. When division of the cell starts, the centriole divides into two, which also result in the separation of the centriole. Then during the S phase, you know, the interphase having the G1, S and G2 phases. Out of that, in the S phase of cell cycle, a new centriole is assembled from the protein component and is referred as the procentriole. At this stage, the centriole is not mature. During late mitosis, the juvenile centriole starts the align at the right angle with the pre-existing centriole. You can see in the S phase there is beginning of the replication right angle to it is not completed. It is completed in the mitosis. Entirely it is completed in telophase. They get separated. Again in cell division, each starts new in the S phase. In this S phase, G1, S, G2, metaphase and telophase. So you can see this in this way. As the pre-centriole is aligned to the pre-existing or mother centriole, its proximal end is gradually juxtaposed to the surface of the mature centriole in process known as engagement. The arrangement of this is maintained until interphase. You can see this arrangement, it maintained until the interphase. In combination with the protein matrix, pericentriole material centrioles to mature centriole form this centrosome. A cell division is about to begin. The chromosome split and starts moving to the opposite pole in cell. In the anaphase, actually microtubule from each of the centrosome gradually grows toward the center part of the cell. So it is important function of the centriole. The spindle fiber attached to the kinetochore and they start pull the chromosome toward the opposite pole. It is the main function. In early prophase they migrate to opposite pole. In pro-metaphase, the kinetochore microtubules invade nuclear space and attach to the kinetochore. Polar microtubule push against each other, moving centrosome apart. So it is the function or role of the centriole. During prophase, chromosomes that were duplicated during S phase condense and become more compact. Sister chromatids are also joined together at the centromere, which gives the egg-shaped body, the egg-shaped structure. So you can see these things: fertilization oocyte, then the centriole duplicate, there is rotation of nucleus, then spindle fiber formation takes place. They attach to the kinetochore, then they pull to the opposite pole and two cells are formed. Same thing is shown here. During the second stage of mitosis, the nuclear membrane is broken down by the phosphorylation of the nuclear lamins by kinase known as the CDK, that is cyclin dependent kinase. This allows the spindle fiber to access the chromosome. CDK allows the spindle fiber to access the chromosome, means to attach the kinetochore or centromere of the chromosome. Spindle fiber attached to the centromere or the by kinetochore. So it is by the enzyme CDK. As the spindle grows toward the chromosome, they ultimately connect to the chromosome at the centromere. Here the microtubule, that is spindle microtubule, attached to the protein complex known as kinetochore. In this case, then it is this protein complex that connects the spindle to the centromere of the chromosome. Once the chromosomes are attached to the spindle, they are pulled apart and separated. In anaphase, the sister chromatids are pulled opposite poles. Cell ultimately become the independent chromosome. As the chromosomes are being pulled apart, there is a enzymatic action on cohesion linking of the chromatid that helps the separation of chromatid. So this is the function in all the cycle of the centrosome or centriole. So centriole disengagement The tight link between the mother and daughter centriole is served. The centriole are still connected by loose fibers to each other. We have already seen one picture of this. The centrosome duplication, the mother and daughter centriole duplicate with the duplication of DNA. In centriole engagement, the newly formed centriole reach full length. Meanwhile, the original daughter centriole become the mother centriole and link with the two between the two is served. Means two become four. Fourth one, the maturation of centriole. The two centriole pairs now and form the centrosome. The collect addition pericentric material. They collect the pericentric material. The centrosome gets separated during prophase first of mitosis. Centrosome generates spindle fiber between them and move away from each other in the prophase. Then by metaphase, the centrosome have moved to the opposite side of the cell. Then the cell divides. Each daughter cell receive a centrosome or centriole with a pair of centriole, a centrosome with a pair of centriole in this way. Then cycle again repeated. So this is about the role of centriole and how it duplicated. In the same way, in the prophase, the centriole start to form ester formation. Esters are formed, they go away from each other. In the metaphase, they reach to opposite pole and they form the spindle fiber as well as esters are there. In anaphase, the spindle fiber attached to the kinetochore. They pull the chromosomes to the opposite pole to near to them, and cell division takes place. These are the daughter centriole or daughter cells are formed. The new cell in this way, a centrosome with a pair of centriole is there. When in the interphase DNA duplicate, it get duplicated. In this way, cycle is repeated. So same things are here. There is movement to the opposite pole. Then in metaphase, spindle fibers are formed. In metaphase, they attach to the kinetochore. In anaphase, they pull to opposite pole. Then cell separated with a centrosome, that is a pair of centriole, and each cell when enter the interphase, it get duplicated with the DNA duplication. The cycle is repeated. It is the role of centriole in the cell division. So I think you got it. So this is about the chapter 9. So thank you. Have a nice day.